Okay. All right. Well, uh, let's go ahead and get started. My name is Don. I am here in Jacksonville, Florida. I want to thank you for your time. Thank you for coming onto this call webinar tonight. I hope you're able to watch and view the webinar presentation. What you should see in front of your screen right now is a picture of me, my wife, and my gorgeous four boys. This is a couple years old. My baby is now 3 years old. And we've been talking about, getting a new picture done so that I can update the picture of what we have here. But before I get started, basically, I just want to go ahead and share with you a little bit about my story, my background, where I came from, and I want to share with you a little bit about the vision of what I have with this company and how you can be a part of this vision. And so let's get started. My name is again is Don Lee. I'm originally from Vietnam. I was born and raised there, and shortly after the Vietnam War, my dad decided to build a boat. And back in 1980, one morning, right around 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, we decided to get on that boat and escape Vietnam. We wanted to escape from the tyranny. All right, folks, have I allowed everyone to come in here? Hold on just a moment. All right, the meeting is now unlocked. So I apologize about that. For those of you, you should now, if you're coming onto the webinar screen, it should be unlocked now for you to view the screen. I thought I already done that, but I was just sharing with you my story. I'm originally from Vietnam, and my dad decided to escape Vietnam back in 1980 because when the North Vietnamese conquered and united Vietnam, we felt that the communist government would oppress the people who were fighting against them, and so we felt that we needed to escape. We felt that we needed to go where there is freedom and opportunity, and so one morning we decided to get on his boat and we escaped. And by the grace of God, we made it here to the United States back in the summer of 1981. And, we came literally with just the clothes on our back. We pretty much lost everything during that escape. But with the U.S. government help, we were able to get on our feet. And within a few years, my parents was able to save up enough money to go into business for themselves. They started an alteration business where I was very instrumental in helping my parents, as they did not speak very much English. Even with my limited knowledge about the English and the culture and the society here in the United States, I was able to help interpret for them, do paperwork for them, and basically wherever they went, they took me along. So at a young age, I knew a lot about business, and so growing up, my passion was to be in business, because I knew if you can be successful in business, I mean, you can make millions and millions of dollars. And so it was instilled in me, at a very young age, to be successful and to make a lot of money. And so growing up, I went to Wichita State University, where I would study in Master's Business Administration. But in my junior year, I just basically got burned out from college, burned out from school, and I felt that I needed to make a change. I felt that instead of wasting my time and money in school, that I could go out into the real world and be able to start up a business and start making money for myself. So I left Wichita, Kansas, and came to Tallahassee, Florida, where I started my very first business at the age of 19. I got into the fingernail beauty industry, where I ran that successfully for 10 years. As a matter of fact, in the last 2 years, I turned it from a beauty salon into a beauty school, where I was able to certify technicians and be able to give them opportunity where they can be productive in the community and seek employment and be able to produce income for themselves. So I was very happy about what I was doing. And the only thing about running a business and running a school is that if any of you have been involved in my shoe where you own a business, in reality, the business actually owns you. I was basically exchanging time for money. Yes, I was having a lot of success, at a young age, in my late teens and in early 20s, I was making six-figure, multiple years. But you know what? I sacrificed, all that time when I saw, all these kids at Florida State University and Florida A&M and Tallahassee Community College coming into my shop, getting their nails beautify and going to all of these tailgate parties and enjoying their weekends. Guess what? I was in my salon in my school, slaving away, and that's what I felt. And it wasn't until I met my wife, had our first son, that my priority changed. I wanted to spend more time. I want to be at home, to be able to raise our son together, to be there, to see my son say his first words and take his first step. And I knew I had to make a change. And the only way to do that is to get out of what I was doing right now. So after 10 years, I closed down my school and I decided to go into the home-based business industry because I realized that is the industry that I need to be in, where it allows you to have time freedom and to be able to enjoy financial freedom at the same time. So you know what, folks? I jumped all in. And after 2 years, I lost close to $40,000. About wiped out my savings account. Actually, I only have a few $100s left. I mean, I did all types of network marketing companies, from Amway to Melaleuca to Shackley to Herbalife, Excel Communication. If you name it, more than likely, I've been a part of it. I got into direct sales, affiliate marketing, high yield investment programs. And you know what? I also got scammed a few times. And after 2 years and losing $40,000, we came to the point where I had to sit down with my wife and, had a serious talk, a time of meditation, a time of prayer to see if, home-based business is really what we wanted to do. Because, looking back in the past 2 years, it was miserable. And I talked about going back to conventional business where I was having a lot of success with. And, we just pray about it. And at that time, I felt led to talk to my dad, who was my hero. He's the one that I've always looked up to and respect as a man, as a father, as a and also as a coach. And so I was sharing with my dad, the struggle of what we were having. And, he sat and he listened. But then, he shared with us. He took me back at the time when we escaped Vietnam. And he said, Don, when we escaped Vietnam, I knew a little bit about us escaping, but I didn't know exactly the details of that night when we escaped. And he shared with us, there were 68 of us that night. Escaping Vietnam isn't as simple as all of us getting into the boat and setting out to sea and making it to our destination. There were guards that was constantly watching for people like us. And if they catch us, they would persecute us. They would throw it in prison. And in some cases, they would kill us. And so it was very dangerous, escaping Vietnam. As a matter of fact, I later found out that out of 1 million people, that escape, only half of the people ever made it to their destination. The other half simply died, perished at sea, or got thrown in prison, or got killed somehow. But he said that night, we had to dock the ship out to sea about a mile away, and so that it wouldn't be obvious, where we had to get on a small sailboat and sail out there. So with so many people, we had to take 3 trips. On the first trip, it went successful. But then on the second trip, so many people got on there, including myself, my brother, my mom, and many other people. Halfway out, it sunk. It sunk. And see if you can envision this. Pitch black in the morning, in the still of the night. People start screaming for their life. I could remember pulling people's hair so I didn't know how to swim, so I can get my head above water to breathe. And eventually I just drank too much water and I blacked out. And the next morning when I woke up, I just realized I was on my dad's ship and we were heading out to sea. But he said that night, Don, out of 68 people, 3 people died. And only 65 people ever made it to the destination. And the moral of the story is this. I risk all of our lives for what? For freedom, for opportunity to come to America and enjoy the American dream. In doing so, we had to sacrifice our country, our culture, our language, everything that we were used to. And at times you got to be willing to put your life on the line. And when he shared that with me, that's when it really struck the core of my spirit. And as I analyzed my life at that time, I realized that I still had my wife. I still have my son. I have a roof over my head. As a matter of fact, we were living in a 4-bedroom, 3-bath with a swimming pool. We had made 2 cars. We still got, several $100s in our savings account. What am I complaining about? So I went ahead and buckled up and started completely, focusing in the home-based business. And you know what? It wasn't until the beginning of my 3rd year that I started having success for the very first time. I met someone who coached me, who mentored me, who showed me how to work from home, how to build a website, how to talk to people. And it's from that point, that's when I started having success. And you know what, folks? For the last 8 years, 10 years now full-time working from home, I can tell you that I'm now living out the American dream, fulfilling the goal and the vision of why my dad took us here. There's been, many days I would make thousands of dollars. As a matter of fact, my highest in one day is $12,000, and I made as much as $50,000 in a single month. Folks, I share all of that not to make myself feel proud or boast about my success, but to let you know that, hey, for 2 years I struggled. For 2 years I wanted to quit the home-based business. Maybe you're listening right now and you can identify with that. Jumping from programs to programs. It's no accident that you are on this call tonight, that you are watching this presentation tonight. I don't believe in accidents and coincidences. I believe that there is divine appointments. And the fact that you listen to me right now lets me know that you have a desire. You have a willingness to be able to supplement what you do, or to be able to get out of the situation that you are in right now, and to be able to reach that point of financial freedom. And folks, my vision is this, that anyone and everyone that chooses to partner with me in this adventure that I'm about to share with you, that we are going to financial freedom, that whatever your goals and vision is, that it will be met and it will be achieved. Because listen to this, for the last 8 months with this company, I've been able to sponsor around 45 people, and every single member that I brought into this business, they are now earning a substantial monthly income. Yes, folks. It doesn't matter your experience. It doesn't matter who you are. Every one of our members will start earning a profit within 24 hours. Okay? I have the scripture on the screen. It says, believe, Mark 9:23, that all things are possible if you just believe. The opportunity of a lifetime awaits you. All I ask is that you give me just 30 minutes of your time. That's it. To be open, to lay back any skepticism, anything that might be holding you back from receiving the information that I'm about to share with you tonight. Because I know for a fact that if you see what I'm showing you, you'll believe in what I'm about to share. And when you believe in it, your life will start to change. So I want to welcome you to the Better Living Global Marketing Overview. Now, Better Living is a subsidiary of the MSP Power Marketing. It's a holding company based in Hong Kong which manufactures and environmentally safe machine lubricants for cars, trucks, boats, a military vehicle. It's founded and owned by Mr. Luke Tang. In August of 2012, after witnessing the global online auction phenomenon, Mr. Tang launched Bidder's Paradise. It's a high-end penny auction site, and it uses Better Living as the marketing arm. Bidder's Paradise auction luxury name brand items such as Rolex, Cartier, Omega, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Burberry, Apple iPads, iPhone, and Samsung products, as well as other high-end electronics and luxury goods. So what is the Bidder's Paradise penny auction, and how does it work? The Bidder's Paradise is an online penny auction site where participants bid 1 penny at a time for various luxury items that I've just mentioned. You must purchase bids in advance in order to participate. Now, one bid costs you 58 cents, and bids are sold in 2,200 bid packages called a unit. Each unit will cost you $1,295. Now, when people see an item that they're interested in winning, they begin to bid on that item. A reverse timer is set at 20 seconds, and once the first bid is placed, the clock begins to count down from 20, and every time a bid is placed, the price of the item increases by 1 penny and resets the clock back to 20 seconds. Now, when you're looking into a company or business opportunity, there's 2 things that you want to make sure of, and that is the company is profitable and that it is sustainable, meaning that's going to be here for many years from now. Now, I'm going to give you an example of how we make money, and then you will see how amazingly powerful this company really is. So here we have a Louis Vuitton purse. The retail price is $16.65, but it's sold at the Bidder's Paradise auction for $7.93. Now, all of our members will never pay more than half of the retail price. The bidding began at $1.65. That means that 1 penny per bid, 62,824 bids were placed. If you do the math at 58 cents per bid, that equates to a whopping profit of $36,438. The company does anywhere from 10 to 20 auctions daily. So you can see the company makes a tremendous daily profit. The one question that you want to ask yourself is this: how do you make money with Better Living? Well, folks, please pay close attention as I'm going to show you the money. Now, there are 5 ways for us to earn, and I'm going to go over each one of these in greater details for you, because once you understand how we make money with Better Living, you can start changing your financial future right now. Okay, number 1 is the retail bonus. 20% is distributed on every unit that you sell. Again, each unit sells for $1,295. Now, 20% of that roughly comes out to about $230 and is available to you the very next day in our company's e-wallet. The second way that you earn is through what we call the leadership bonus. As you begin to build your business, there are certain ranks within the company that you can achieve. Now, 3% is distributed on every unit that is sold. As a manager, you will be paid down to 3 levels. As a director, down to 4 levels, and as a vice president, down to 5 levels deep. Now, here's the breakdown of how you will be paid. $31.32 would be bonuses that is available to you the very next day. And the company will put $3.48 in what we call your R wallet to help you to repurchase your unit once it expires. Now, if you follow along the diagram on the lower right-hand corner, everything starts with you. Every unit that you buy, you sponsor, or you sell, you make a retail bonus of $230. Additional units underneath that, all the way down to 5 levels deep, you will make $31. Now, the third way that we earn is through what we call the volume bingo bonus. $65 is distributed for every binary pair to infinite death. $58.50 to you, and $6.50 again as a bonus funded by the company to your R wallet for repurchase. Now, let me explain to you how a binary pair works. There's you in the middle, there's a left side, and there is a right side. As soon as there's a unit sold on the left and a unit sold on the right, That's what we call a bingo, and you make $58.50. It doesn't matter how the unit gets there. It could be from your personal purchase, from your personal downline, from units that you sell, and also it could be from your upline. Okay, spillover, that's what we call that. But again, whenever there's a unit sold on the left and unit sold on the right, you bingo and you make $58.50. The company does put a maximum of 8 bonuses per day, which comes out to about $468 per unit. Now, the reason why I emphasize that is because probably 98% of my members purchase in at multiple units. Now, the fourth and the most exciting way of how we get paid is through what we call company profit share. Now, most of you are probably familiar with the traditional home-based business opportunities. And when I say traditional, what I mean by that is that most of those opportunities require that you sponsor, you recruit, you push product and services in order for you to make a monthly income. Now, what most people don't realize is that 98% of the people within a traditional home-based business fail within their first year. I failed miserably within my first couple of years. Like I said, I lost $40,000. About wiped out my whole entire savings account. But what most people don't realize is that there are other business models out there that rewards every member through what we call profit share. Now, this is how profit share works. Each day, our company tallies up all of their auction, and they take a portion of their profit and they pay it out to all of our members. This is how 100% of our members are able to earn within 24 hours. You earn a daily profit share payment of 99 times per unit based on 6 payments per week, none on Sunday. Now, there's your cash account, which is what we call the e-wallet. It's at the top. And then whatever you make at the bottom is what we call the S wallet, which stands for Sustainability Wallet. The company matches that 100%. So, for example, on your first day, your profit share for each unit is $10. Well, the company will match that $10 and puts it into your S wallet. The second day, $8. The company again, they will match that. On your third day, you make $9. The company matches that. Now, this carries out 99 times. And after 99 times, assuming actual payout from January 1st through September 15 of this year, you should have $881 in your e-wallet, or about $8.75 a day per unit. Now, in your S wallet, you should have $695, and that's because the company takes out 4 administrative fee of $46.50 a month. Remember, this is not money out of your pocket. This is money, again, out of the S wallet that was being matched 100% by the company. So what happens after 99 payments? Well, you repurchase again. The repurchase cost is $12.80. You subtract $695 from the S wallet, so you're left with $585 that needs to come out from your e-wallet. But as you can see, in your e-wallet, you have $881, more than plenty to not only renew your unit once it expires, but be able to cash out a few $100s and put it in your bank account. But remember, whenever you repurchase your unit, you make $230 in bonuses the very next day. Folks, here's something that I want to point out to you, and it's very important. It's at the bottom here. Members joining in 2014 will only receive 2 cycles of the S wallet for repurchasing instead of 3. Okay, this could be a loss of $10,000 if you were to have 15 units with only 2 cycles. Now, folks, that's been something that I've been emphasizing in my emails as I'm sending out to the people that are on my list. We only have 3.5 weeks. All you have to do is to qualify to receive the 3 cycles that I've mentioned on here. 3 cycle plus your initial sign up for a total of 4 cycles is to purchase at least 1 unit in 2013 to be grandfathered into 2014, because any units that you buy from now on all the way into next year, you will receive 4 cycles. But members that are joining in 2014, guess what? They only get 3 cycles. And as you can see here, members with 15 units, it could be a loss of $10,000. Or if you look at it, it could be a gain of $10,000. And most of my member average units is anywhere from 15 to 50. So that's to give you an idea. And lastly, the retirement plan. It's by our 2x12 public-private global matrix. Now, each unit receives a position in the public matrix based on the date and time of purchase and becomes the top of its own private matrix. And spillover, because it's a fixed matrix, spillover from upline will help build your retirement income. If you follow right along with me in the diagram, unit 1, let's call that the company unit, because the company is the very first unit and we all fall underneath the company. The S unit is your sponsor, and when your sponsor brought you in, when you buy your first unit, you start your own 2x12 matrix. But as you can see, your matrix is a part of your sponsor, and which is also a part of the company. And so what happens here is, as you build along, you see all the yellow units and the purple units. Where is that coming from? That's coming from what we call spillover. Okay? That's how you are getting those extra units of what we call spillover. Now remember the admin fee of $46.50 a month? While the matrix is filling, each unit receives $3.87 a month for every unit below them, so that you can earn back the admin fee and plus more. If all 12 levels are filled with 8,190 units, your matrix has the potential to receive a retirement bonus of $31,695 per month. Folks, this is powerful. This is how some of my upline are making $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 a month now after 1 year of being in this business. And that's because they have multiple units that have maxed out this compensation plan. And this is money that's coming to them every single month without any effort on their part. And that's why we call this the retirement plan. Now let's go ahead and do a quick recap. You know, there's the e-wallet, which is what we call the cash wallet. Funds can be taken out daily. This is through profit share and bonuses that's earned by you. Now there's the S wallet and the R wallet. The only two things that I want you to remember about these two wallets is that they're funded 100% by the company for one purpose, is to repurchase your unit once it expires. The 5 ways that we get paid again is retail, where you make 20%, leadership, where you make 3% down to 5 levels deep, and there's the bingo bonus, where there's a binary pair, a unit on the left and unit on the right, you make $65. Profit share, where the company shares their profit each and every day, could be anywhere from $8 to $10 a day, and then match that 100%. And then lastly, there's the retirement fund, which comes on the 15th of each month, where you get paid $3.87 per unit. So now that you've seen that how we earn with this company, what is your purchase option? A good option is if you buy in at 1 unit. The cost for that is $12.95. Again, you're going to get 2,200 bits for each unit that you can use at the auction site. A better option is if you buy in at 3 units, because we only sponsor the first unit. We allow you to sponsor unit 2 and unit 3, so that you can get the retail commission, the leadership bonus, and also the bingo bonus. So your cost is $3,885, but when you get back $539 the next day, your net cost will only be $33.46. And even better options if you buy in at 7 units. Again, we only sponsor the very first, and we allow you to sponsor the next 6 unit. Now your initial cost will be $9,065. So once you get back $1,859 the very next day in bonuses, your net cost will only be $7,000 $206. Assuming full participation in the auction bid process with appropriate required use of bids, basically what that means is this, folks. You are supposed to use 20 bids a day in order for you to qualify for the daily profit share. Okay? And to use 20 bids is as simple as clicking your mouse button once, and I'll show you how to do that in just a moment. Or like all of our members, you set it and you forget it. And I'll show you that in just a moment too. But your potential cash benefit in 12 months for 1 unit is $1,355. For 3 units is $5,098, and then for 7 units is $14,749. The big money options if you buy in at 15 units. Again, we only sponsor your first, and we allow you to sponsor the other 14. The cost is $1,945, but after bonuses the next day, your net cost will become $14,437. Your potential cash benefit in 12 months is $36,522. Let me just take a moment from the presentation and kind of share with you my experience now that I've been with the company for about 8.5 months. I first knew about this at the beginning of the new year. My sponsor, Dennis, called me about this, shared with me about the opportunity, and I told him, I'm not interested. I shared with him that, the year prior I was involved in another penny auction almost identical to this called Zeek Rewards, and it was deemed a Ponzi scheme and it got shut down by the government. So I wasn't at all excited about joining another penny auction. And so, for the next 3 months, I started getting emails from many different people telling me to check this out. And then people start calling me up, telling me about Better Living and how much money they were making. $5,000, $20,000, even $50,000 a single month. One guy that I talked to, he took me into his back office and showed me that he was making $100,000 after about 5 months in the business. And so after 3 months of, sitting on the sidelines, checking this thing out, I decided on April 19 to join. And I bought in at 8 units. And you know what, folks? Nobody knew that I was involved in this business. As a matter of fact, I didn't share this for about 3 months. Other than my wife, that's it. Because I wanted to prove to myself first that the company actually delivered what it promises. And as they start paying me the bonuses and the commissions, I just basically put that back into the company to purchase more units. I went from 8 units to 20 units within 3 months. It was like right around 80 days. And to give you an idea of what 20 unit means, it translates into about $4,100 a month. Now, if you carry that out 12 months, you're looking at a $50,000 annual income. Folks, think about that. Where can you go? What can you build where in 3 months, without doing much at all, to be able to put yourself at a $50,000 annual income? And you know what? After talking to my upline and seeing how and why they were able to make so much money in a single month, that's when I realized they started building their business, sponsoring, recruiting people. And that's exactly what I did. In my first week, I hosted a call just like this. I put 6 people into my business, and I made $6,000. I was able to cash out $6,000. That was my very first withdrawal into my bank from the company. And you know what? For the last 4.5 months, I've been able to cash out at least $5,000 a week, with my biggest week coming in at $28,000. Folks, this is not money sitting in cyberspace somewhere. It is sitting in my Bank of America account. This business is the real deal, folks. This business can take you from where you are now to financial freedom. Why should you consider joining Better Living? Number one, everyone, 100% of the people starts earning in 24 hours. Number two, there's no sponsoring. no marketing, no calling, no websites to worry about, no computer skills, no experience needed, no meetings to go to, no qualifications to meet, no fees. You know, the total of $12.95, that's it. There's no other hidden fees involved here. Number 3, it's a passive activity where you set it and you forget it through what we call the bid caddy. It might take you a few minutes a week just to log in to check that you are, earning every single day. You might be happy with what you're doing right now, and that's okay. I always believe in multiple streams of income because you never want to put all your eggs in one basket. Because when that basket breaks, what happens? You lose everything. You have to start all over again. I had to do that many times in the last 10 years, folks. It's not something that I want to recommend to anybody. And the other thing is that with this business, being passive, it allows you time and financial freedom to do what it is that God has called you to do. And one of my passion is to, next year, to be able to go back to my country of Vietnam and to be able to bring the gospel of Jesus Christ and to be able to help out the poor, the children, to give people their opportunities, to establish orphanages, because there are certain parts of Vietnam, especially where my mom's family are, where it's still very poor, where houses are made together by clays, where houses are put together with leaves, so those are the things that I want to do. That's the passion, that's my heart, and that's my calling. I challenge you that when you get to the point where money is no longer an option and that you don't have to clock in at a job every single day, what is your calling? What is it that you would love to do? Maybe for a lot of you, you want to give back to certain charity and contribution to your local community or wherever. But I challenge you, when you get to that point, if you think about getting to that phase in your life where you have the time and the money freedom to do whatever it is that you want to do, what is it that you would love to do? And then number 4, if you choose to share your business, Better Living, with other people, your income will explode just like it did with me. I highlighted, I emphasized the word if, because it's not a requirement. You don't have to sponsor people. As a matter of fact, 90% of the people within my team don't care to sponsor and to recruit other people, because you don't have to earn a significant monthly income. But if you do, I will be here to help you. I have put together our team training site. It's called the MVP, stands for the most valuable people, where I put together video tutorials, step-by-steps on what you need to do. I'll take you to the marketing page where I showed you how to use a software that with a push of a button will be able to contact thousands of people every single day, so that you will never have to contact your family or friends if you don't want to. I put together a formula that I call SIC, S-I-C. It stands for Show, Invite, and Connect. And plus, I host these webinars every single week where you don't have to do anything but bring me your prospects and allow me to do everything for you. So why is Better Living different? We are not an investment program. There's no return on investment or daily compounding. Our headquarters is located in Hong Kong with no offices here in the USA. Other companies were purely a Ponzi scheme. Basically, they encourage members to sponsor others so that they can take in new money to pay off old money. Okay, in our 2x12 retirement matrix, the company takes $46.50 from the S wallet, which is funded 100% by the company, and it gives it to 12 units above your unit at $3.87 each. This is a Ponzi if that $46 was your money. And then lastly, we own our own e-wallet. Thus, will allow members to withdraw directly to their bank account the very next day. Unlike so many other companies in the past where we had to use a third payment processor like Solid Trust Pay, Liberty Reserve, Payza, and when certain things happen or when government comes in and frees your account, guess what? You may never see your money again. Let me share with you Mr. Luke Tang, the founder, CEO of this company, to the 5-year plan. Phase 1, which we are currently in right now, where it's the MOM division, where we're sponsoring, recruiting, building our business. We're currently doing about $6 million per day. Phase 2 is where we're going to open up the China market, retail sales. Okay, this is non-MLM, where you can earn more from retail customers. And all of the profit from the retail sales, guess what? It's going to be funneled into our daily profit share. It's very important, folks, that you get in before China launches. China's is phased to launch next year. We have an office in China right now. We're testing out that market right now. Okay, there's over 1 billion people in China, and when China enters in, everyone will know about this. You want to make sure that you get in before that happens. And then phase 3 is where we're going to start selling advertising like Google, Yahoo, and Facebook, on Bidder's Paradise, which is our auction, so that we can earn more from advertiser and retail sales. Folks, phase 3 has already started. I'll show you that in just a moment. It's time for you to create your success story. So how do you get started? You decide how many units you want to buy in at. One unit will cost you $1,295, and for that you will get 2,200 bids that you can use at the auction site. Number 2, you call up your sponsor, you make the payment, and then we can get you activated in 24 hours. And then number 3, once you're activated, you just set it and you forget it. It really is that simple, folks. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and take you there right now. I'm going to get out of this, and I'm going to take you to our website. All right, and I want to show you our website really quick. Okay, here we are. I'm taking you into my back office. There's my username, which is my name, and I'm a vice president. And everything is even though all these Chinese, there's English interpretation, but it's very simple. Let me show you the business tree. As you can see here, I joined on April 19. This account will expire on 2014, so I've got to make sure that I keep my renewal process. But the binary tree, let me show you this. It's basically your genealogy. It shows you. Let me click down here. It shows you all the people that have buy into your business. And like I said, I have about 45 people who have sponsored other people, and they sponsor other people. But the one thing that I want to show you here is the bonus statement, because this bonus statement will detail for you exactly how much you make from the retail, from the leadership, and the bingo bonus, and the profit share, and the retirement share. Okay, all of these numbers here are in Hong Kong dollars. What you need to do is you need to have a currency exchange to exchange it from Hong Kong into a US dollar. But it breaks down. This is where I go to every single day. Right here is our e-wallet, and we have our Reserve R wallet, the S wallet, and also the cash in the e-wallet. Let me show you how simple it is to withdraw your money. As you start making money, the main question I get asked is how do you withdraw money into your bank account? You see where it says bank in here? As a matter of fact, wow, this is something new that the company has just put in place. Let me click on this. Okay. All right. Yeah, they just changed this just 2 days ago. So, but basically, right here is where you'll be able to all the money that you make, you can withdraw directly into your bank account. Okay, so this is our back office. Like I said, it's very simple. Let me take you to our auction site. Here's our auction site. Let me go ahead and log in so I can show you here. Our auction site, like I said, your responsibility is to use 20 bids a day so that you can qualify for daily profit share. Phase 3, we're already taking advertisement right here. Go ahead and close that out. But at the auction site, you will see that we have Rolex, we have Louis Vuitton, we have Apple iPads, a lot of luxury, high-end things, high-end things that you can buy for half of retail price. And let me show you how simple it is to place your 20 bids. Let's say that I want this, right here, Samsung Note 3. You see where it says 20x? All you have to do is just click on that one time, and you've qualified for the day to receive profit share. If you don't want to have to log in every single day, go down here, click on Caddy. We're going to show you how to set it and forget it. You see where it says starting bid, which is 166, the current price up here. Maximum bid, which is half of retail price, which is 400. And then your number of bids, which is 2,200 bids that you were given. And then you click on set bid. That's it, folks. I teach my members to set up 3 caddies for every unit that they own so that it can systematically, automatically use up all of their bids for them so that they can be paid every single day. Folks, that's it. That's how simple our business is. Okay? What you need to do, again, I can't emphasize enough that you have 3.5 weeks left before the change takes effect in the new year, where members in 2014 will only receive 3 cycles of pay, whereas members right now will receive 4 cycles of pay. You just decide how many units you want. Each unit costs $12.95. Okay? Call up your sponsor. Make your payment and we'll get you activated. And all you have to do is just set it and forget it, like what I just showed you. Okay, due to time limitation and other obligations that I have to meet, I won't be able to open this up for question and answer tonight. So here's what I want you to do. Get back in touch with the person that invited you to this webinar, that invited you to this call tonight. Call them up. If you have any questions, ask them directly. If they can't answer your question, they will put you in touch with me. I'll be more than happy to speak with you personally, share with you more about my success, answer any questions that you have, because we want you in this. I know the holiday is coming. I know that people are already allocating money for gifts and items and travels and things like that. But you need to put aside at least $12.95 to buy 1 unit so that you can be grandfathered in to the 4 cycles of pay, because eventually that could be an earning of an extra $10,000. Folks, this is Don Lee in Jacksonville, Florida. I want to thank you for your time. Get back in touch with the person that invited you to this webinar tonight. And I wish you all the best success. God bless and have a wonderful night. Bye-bye, everyone.